Hi, this is Christopher Mooney. I'm finally figuring out how to get this done. This is talking and fighting with yourself. So, fighting with yourself, fighting your urges, cravings, and procrastination. Step one, know yourself. Are you an addict or somebody who can actively try to fight themselves, or are you somebody that's got to give up and have to do whatever you need to do? Are you a morning person, an evening person, never going to do it person? Do family squabbles derail your ability to function? Step two, figure out what works. Have you ever been productive in your life? If you've never been productive in your life, okay. But if you've ever been productive, then there's some point you actually were functional. Procrastination isn't new. Greek poet Hesiod, writing about 800 BC, cautioned not to put your work off till tomorrow, till the day after. Cicero called procrastination hateful in the conduct of affairs. He was looking at you, Marcus Antonius, and there were those just examples from recorded history. For all we know, the dinosaurs saw the meteorite coming and went back to their game of angry pterodactyls. The inability to manage emotions seems to be its very foundation. What kind of procrastinator are you? There's the performer. They've got to do it all perfectly. The self-deprecator. I can't do anything right. The overbooker. I just don't have time. And the novelty seeker. It's boring. I don't want to do it. I'll do something else. Chronic procrastinators only delayed practicing on the puzzle that was prescribed for them when they thought it was work. When they thought it was fun, they behaved no differently from non-procrastinators. It's really in your head. It's not actually the job you're doing. Lower the stakes, don't raise them. Procrastination is the thief of time. Tomorrow is the day you'll do what you wish you had done today, right? Life is learning to dance with yourself. Give yourself a break, then another one, and one more. Perfect storm of procrastination occurs when an unpleasant task meets a person who's high in impulsivity and low in self-discipline. You've got to dance with yourself. That's right. Just turn it into a dance. Executive function. Maybe many of you have issues with executive function. The problem with executive function is that it's not optimally defined. It's very difficult to understand executive function based on the definitions of it. So we all have issues with executive function, whether or not you've been defined as having issues with executive function. That doesn't really help us. The underlying aspect of executive function is that you actually have to figure out how to get around your executive function issues, not try to solve that. Last thing we need to do is think backwards. Procrastination is an issue with managing our emotions, not our time. It's not a cognitive issue. It's an issue of just not wanting to do it. It's too boring, too difficult, or we're worried about failing. We'll make ourselves feel better in the moment and then hurt ourselves in the long term. The way to do this best is to reframe. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% how I react to it. You can reframe yourself literally out of almost anything. So let's dance with ourselves. That's right. Thank you.